everybody, this is Lowbrow ASMR, here with a video about the 10 biggest trades in Red Sox history. I am a Red Sox fan, living in Maine, and the Red Sox had a trade deadline as well as the rest of the league, where they traded for Dustin May, a left-handed pitcher from the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm here just reading about some of the best trades from Red Sox history. Red Sox right now are 11 games above 500, above the Yankees in the Eastern Conference standings. Things look to be going well, which is what a lot of people didn't think after the trade deadline would happen. We don't think we did a lot or enough, but I think that this team does have a shot at making the playoffs. We just gotta keep going. But I want to read this article here about those biggest trades in Red Sox history. I probably will know some of them. I probably know the Red Sox names at least. And I'm hoping to learn a few things about the team's trades and everything. But it says, few teams in Boston history have had as many impactful trades as the Red Sox, who helped set up their recent golden era of World Series championships with their wheeling and dealing ways. Pedro Martinez, Curt Schilling, Chris Sale, and Josh Beckett are some of the championship aces who came to Boston in trades. The Red Sox also dealt legends like Nomar Garciaparra and Manny Ramirez for waiving varying reasons. So without further ado, here's a look at the top 10 trades in Red Sox history. Number 1, I guess they go 1 to 10, but number 1 is Pedro for prospects. Red Sox got from the Expos right-handed pitcher Pedro Martinez. Red Sox gave up right-handed pitcher Carlo Parvano and right-handed pitcher Tony Armas Jr. This happened in November of 1997. The 1997 was a disappointing one for the Red Sox, in large part because the team didn't replace departed free agent Roger Clemens, steroid user, but really good in the starting rotation. But that all changed when general manager Dane, I'm guessing this is French, Dane du Quente, set up an immediate and long-term rejuvenation when he required Martinez, just 26 at the time. For a pair of pitching prospects, Martinez had just experienced a breakout season with the Expos in '97, winning the first of his 3 career Cy Young Awards. In Boston, Martinez went on a 7-year run in which he established himself as one of the best pitchers of all time, going up 117 and 37 with a 2.52 ERA. Martinez's final start with the Red Sox was a sterling performance in Game 3 of the 2004 World Series against the Cardinals. Parvano went on to have 108 wins in his career, and Armas won 53. The deal was a monumental victory for the Red Sox. Yeah, Martinez, he would go on to the Mets and the Phillies as well, so he was on 4 teams in his career. Number 2, Jason Varitek and Lowell stolen from Slocum, or for Slocum. Red Sox got for Mariners catchers Jason Varitek and right-handed pitcher Derek Lowell. Red Sox gave up right-handed pitcher Heathcliff Slocum, and this happened in July of 1997. A few months before he got Martinez, DeQuante made what proved to be a brilliant move when he capitalized on Seattle's desperate need to help in the bullpen by dangling a mediocre closer in Slocum for 2 prospects. In short order, these prospects became pivotal Red Sox contributors. Varitek emerged as the starting catcher and later the captain for World Series championship teams in 2004 and 2007. Lowell was a swingman who made an all-star team as a closer and another as a starter, and he was the winning pitcher of all 3 clinching games in the magical '04 postseason. Slocum pitched just 84 games with 2 seasons in Seattle, going 2 for 9 with a 4.97 ERA. My favorite favorite catcher, Jason Varitek. This man, he had this very famous fight with Alex Rodriguez. I want to get this picture framed if it loads up here, but this fight right here, him pushing Alex Rodriguez in the face with his mitt. He coaches now. I just don't know what he does for the Red Sox. Game planning and run prevention coach. So he's always with the clipboard when I watch Red Sox games. So I guess he's planning and running prevention, which is good. I mean, apparently he works really hard. So good for him. Still with the Sox organization. I think it's the only organization he ever played for. I think it's the only organization he's ever coached with. Let's go into number 3. Big shill to Boston. Red Sox got from D-backs right-handed pitcher Curt Schilling. Red Sox gave up left-handed pitcher Casey Fossum, right-handed pitcher Brandon Lyon, left-handed pitcher Jorge De La Rosa, and outfielder Mike Goss. And this happened in November of 2003. And yet another trade that helped pave the way for the epic championship of 2004. Theo Epstein spent his entire Thanksgiving weekend finalizing a trade for Schilling that sent a jolt of excitement through Red Sox Nation. Boston had to finalize a contract extension for Schilling before he agreed to waive his no-trade clause. It came down to the wire, but Epstein got the job done. So too did Schilling, who won 21 games in 2004 and also helped fuel Boston to a second championship in 2007. After teaming with Randy Johnson to slay the Yankees in the 2001 World Series, Schilling brought instant bravado and credibility with him to Boston. Curt Schilling, one of the best pitchers of Boston, right up there with Roger Clemens, Pedro Martinez, Chris Sale. Game 6 of the 2004 ALCS with the bloody sock after surgery. Came back and redeemed himself after a tough loss in that same series earlier to slay the Yankees again. Number 4, Sale changes Sox. Red Sox got from White Sox left-handed pitcher Chris Sale. Red Sox gave up second base Johan Monsada, right-handed pitcher Michael Kopech, outfielder Louis Alexander Vasave, and right-handed pitcher Victor Diaz. This happened 2016. Now Michael Kopech's on the Dodgers now. Red Sox president of baseball operations Dave Dombrowski had already made a huge investment in terms of dollars, $217 million to get David Price a year earlier. This time, Dombrowski traded a big haul of prospects to the White Sox to get another ace at the height of his powers. The move showed immediate dividends as Sale became the second pitcher in Red Sox history to strike out 300 batters in a season in 2017, while finishing second in the American League Cy Young Award voting. In 2018, Sale came out of the bullpen in the 9th inning to throw the pitch that clinched the World Series, striking out Manny Machado at Dodger Stadium. This 2018 team was insane. Let's see how many wins they won. I think it was 108, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's 108. And who is this? Is this Pavetta? I didn't know he's on that team. 108 wins. They were dominant the whole time. Jackie Bagley Jr., J.D. Martinez, Mookie Betts. It was just a great team. Alex Cora's first team. Beckett and more than a throw-in. Red Sox got from the Marlins right-handed pitcher Josh Beckett, third base Mike Lowell, and right-handed pitcher Guillermo Mota. Red Sox gave up shortstop Hanley Ramirez, right-handed pitcher Anibal Sanchez, right-handed pitcher Harvey Garcia, and right-handed pitcher Jesus Delgado. And this happened November 2005. In a classic example of one team wanting to win immediately and another one trying to rebuild, the Red Sox and Marlins executed a blockbuster trade that was beneficial for both teams. Beckett was a centerpiece of this trade from Boston's standpoint, and many view Lowell as a throw-in, and the Marlins were trying to get rid of after the third baseman had the worst offensive season of his career in 2005. But Lowell turned out to be much more than a throw-in, emerging as the most valuable player of the 2007 World Series, in which the Red Sox swept the Rockies 4-0. Beckett was MVP of the American League Championship Series when the Red Sox came storming back from a 3-1 deficit to topple Cleveland. Wow, I didn't know that. The Red Sox don't win the 2007 World Series without this trade. Ramirez went on to become a star from the Marlins, and Sanchez also developed into a quality starting pitcher. I remember going to a game with my dad, my cousin, and my uncle. We were on the third base line, and we got to see Mike Lowell play third base. I remember it vividly, just seeing Mike Lowell play. Now, this was when I was younger, obviously, so there's going to be some memory stuff here. Josh Beckett. I guess he played up to 2014. But yeah, swept the Rockies in 2004, swept the Cardinals. Number 6, franchise icon Nomar Delfer Cabrera. Yes, Nomar Garciaparra. Red Sox got from the Expos shortstop Orlando Cabrera. Red Sox got from the Twins first base Doug Mintkinkowicz. I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's see real quick. Mintkovic. All right. Doug Mintkovic. And shortstop, Red Sox gave up to Cubs. Shortstop Nomar Garciaparra and outfielder Mount Merton. This happened in July 2004. There was a time when Red Sox fans thought Garciaparra was the next Ted Williams. And who could have blamed them when the star shortstop hit .357 in 1999 and .372 in 2000 to win back-to-back batting titles, all while hitting for power and making spectacular plays on defense. I remember my sister loved Nomar. I mean, she had a crush on him. And then he got dealt, and it was all because of the media kind of bringing up Alex Rodriguez, and Alex Rodriguez is going to be in a Red Sox uniform, and kind of made Nomar Garciaparra a little hurt, and didn't really help relationships between the Red Sox and Garciaparra. But by 2004, Garciaparra was injury prone and was upset that the Red Sox nearly traded him to the White Sox the previous offseason to make way for the potential acquisition of Alex Rodriguez. The reason Epstein traded Garciaparra is that he felt the team's infield defense was a fatal flaw. So the Sox got 2+ defenders in Cabrera and Minkowicz. Forgot how to pronounce it already. And Boston went on to win the 2004 series without Garciaparra, who had been critical to the team's rejuvenation in 1998 and 2003. How do we pronounce this here? How do we do that? Mintkovic. Okay. Number 7, Sherrilton sets up 13 title, unload salary. Red Sox got from Dodgers first base James Looney, right-handed pitcher Carl Webster, right-handed pitcher Ruby De La Rosa, infielder Ivan De Jesus, and outfielder Jerry Sands. Red Sox gave up first baseman Adrian Gonzalez, right-handed pitcher Josh Beckett, outfielder Carl Crawford, and infielder Nick Punto. And this happened in August of 2012, right before the trade deadline. This trade was never about what the Red Sox got, but rather that they were able to unload $258 million of salary at a time Beckett was worn out by the Boston experience, and Crawford was recovering from Tommy John surgery. Gonzalez, especially from a chemistry standpoint, didn't become the fit in Boston the Red Sox had expected when they traded for him in December of 2010. What this trade did was open up the flexibility for Den Sherrington to sign several free agents: San Victorino, Mike Napoli, Johnny Gomes, David Ross, O.J. Yorhara, and Ryan Dempster all on that team. It would help win the 2013 World Series. Seems like a good idea. Get rid of the people who aren't fitting with the team. Number 8, Baylor for Essler in a real rivalry trade. Red Sox got from Yankees DH Don Baylor, and Red Sox gave up DH Mike Essler, DH for DH. And this happened in March 1986. General manager Lou Gorman helped set up a pennant and almost a World Series championship when he made the surprising trade with the Yankees on Good Friday. It wound up being a Good Friday indeed, as Baylor was just the clubhouse presence the Red Sox needed to win their first division title in 11 years. The designated hitter set up a kangaroo court, made everyone accountable, and changed the 25-player, 25-cab reputation the Red Sox had for several years prior. Baylor also clubbed 31 homers and drove in 94 runs, hitting behind Jim Rice and a fright of Dwight Evans. Yeah, what you need is a guy to bring the team together. Seems like Baylor was the guy to do that. Don Baylor was the guy to do that. Sorry about that. That was someone walking into the house, so I had to stop recording. But we were at number 9. Disenchanted Manny shipped out for Bay. Red Sox got from Pirates outfielder Jason Bay. And like I said, and we all know, the Dodgers got outfielder Manny Ramirez. Red Sox gave up to the Pirates right-handed pitcher Craig Henson, and outfielder Brandon Moss, and this happened in July of 2008. Ramirez spent the first half of the 2008 season obsessed with his contract and acted out in several unsavory ways, including a dugout fight with teammate Kevin Youkilis and a shove of traveling secretary Jack McCormick. It was clear Ramirez needed to go, and Epstein made yet another one of his buzzer-beating blockbusters, getting a run producer to replace Ramirez in the form of Bay. Luckily for the Red Sox, Bay got hot immediately after joining the team and also fit in perfectly in the clubhouse. In large part thanks to Bay, the Red Sox made it to Game 7 of the ALCS before losing to the Rays. Ramirez's Dodgers also lost in the ALCS. Bay helped the Red Sox get back to the playoffs with a big season in 2009 before left for the Mets as a free agent, just like Pedro Martinez. And last one here, number 10, heck of a deal. Red Sox got right-handed pitcher Dennis Eckersley and center fielder Fred Kendall. Red Sox gave up right-handed pitcher Rick Wise, right-handed pitcher Mike Paxton, center Bo Diaz, infield and outfielder Ted Cox, and this happened March of 1978. The Red Sox helped set up their 99-win juggernaut in the 1978 season by acquiring Eckersley, a promising righty who would turn into an ace from Cleveland. At the time of the deal, he was just 23. Eckersley broke out in 78, going 20-8 for a team that finished the regular season with a tie with the Yankees for first place in the AL East. In 79, Eckersley was again in top form, winning 17 games. Eck made 192 starts for the Sox with a 88-71 record. In 1989, he was traded to the Cubs for the infamous Bill Buckner. Let's see, Dennis Eckersley, he was an announcer, and that's him. Let's see what he looked like on the Sox. Yeah, this is him on the Sox here. The famous mustache. He still has his mustache today. I'm guessing that if we look up best pitchers on the Red Sox of all time, Dennis Eckersley is going to be there. Pedro Martinez, Babe Ruth, yeah, Tim Wakefield. Lester. Don't know Smokey Joe Wood, though. Don't know Lewis Taint. Cy Young, Kurt Schilling, Cy Young, I know him. Clay Buchholz. Played for the Boston Red Sox in 1908 to 1915. And then the Cleveland Indians. David Price, I saw him. Now, Lewis Taint here. Who is that? Oh, he died in Wells, Maine. I live in Maine. He was born in Cuba. Accumulated 66.1 WAR. Pretty good. 229 wins. 3.3 ERA. Wow. 15 saves. Almost 2,500 strikeouts. That's pretty good. There's Derek Lowell. David Price. I don't know if he played on the Red Sox. He wouldn't be considered a Red Sox all-time. I don't think. He played on the Red Sox from 2016 to 2019, so not a Red Sox greatest pitcher. Roger Clemens, still not in the Hall of Fame. He's not admitting to steroid use. But I think this was a good article here. People that don't know much about Don Baylor. Mike Essler, don't know much about him. Josh Beckett, I know a bit about him. Nomar Garciaparra, obviously. If you're a Red Sox fan, you know about Nomar. Yeah, but this is a pretty good list. Let me know what you think. We got a game, 7 o'clock today, so I'm going to be watching that. But let me know what you think about this article. Anybody else I'm missing or they're missing, or what you want to hear next. Thank you. Bye-bye.